1/4 of the diameter of the Earth. What fraction of the volume of the Earth is volume of the Moon? We need to find out. So the diameter of the Moon is 1/4 of the diameter of the Earth. So we need to find out the ratio of the Moon and Earth. So first let's seek the diameter of the Earth. Let us take diameter of Earth BD. So let's take that diameter of the Earth is T. So we have taken as T. Then the radius of the Earth, its radius will be Earth, it becomes d by 2, becomes d by 2 because half of the diameter, radius is half of the diameter. So we know diameter of the Moon is 1/4 the diameter of the Earth. So Moon diameter of Moon, it is 1/4 of diameter of Earth. Earth is d, so d by 4, it becomes d by 4. Why? It is very easy, we can understand it. So diameter of the Moon is 1/4 of the diameter of the Earth. Diameter of the Moon is equals to 1/4 of diameter of the Earth. Earth is d, so we have taken as d, so equals to d by 4. So let's find the radius of the Moon. So radius of the Moon is half of the diameter. So we know radius is equals to half of the diameter. So half of the d by 4 becomes d by 8. So we got here the radius of the Moon is d by 8. So radius of the Earth is d by 2. Let's find out the volume of this both. So what fraction of volume of the Earth is the volume of the Moon? So Earth and Moon, first Earth and Moon. So volume of Earth and volume of the Moon. So let's find out volume of Earth divided by volume of Moon. So volume of the Earth is in the shape of sphere. So let's use the formula of 4/3 pi r cube. So 4 by 3 pi r cube. So let's take this one as 1. So this is also same thing. Moon is also in the spherical shape. So 4 by 3 pi r cube. It is r is, we know, r2, we'll take it. So 4 by 3. So it's 4 by 3, 4 by 3. We can cancel this both. Let's cancel this 4 by 3, 4 by 3, and pi and pi. So r is, we know, radius of the Earth is d by 2. So d by 2 whole cube divided by r2. R2 is radius of Moon. Radius of Moon is d by 8. So d by 8 whole cube. Let's simplify this both. So we get d by 2 whole cube is d cube by 2 cube is 8 divided by, so d cube by 8 cube. So let's write this 8 cube. So we'll do the transposition like reciprocal. So we get d cube by 8 into 8 cube by d cube. So let's do the cancellation for it. So we get this d cube will be cancelled. So we get 8 cube by 8. 8 cube by 8 will get, so when we use the formula of a power n by a power n, we'll get a power n minus n. So it is 8 power 2. So 8 power 2 is equals to 8 power 2 divided by 1. So 64 by 1. So diameter of the Earth and diameter Moon, Earth and Moon, so the ratio of 64 is to 1. So diameter of the Moon is to diameter of the Earth is 1 is to 64. So it is 1 by 64th part of it. So diameter of the Moon diameter of the moon is equals to 1 by 64th part of diameter of the earth. So this is the relation between the volume of this both earth and moon. Let's go to the next problem. A dome of a building is in the form of hemisphere, and from inside it was whitewashed at a cost of 498 rupees 96 paise. If cost of 1 square meter is 2 rupees, and we need to find out what is the cost of what is the inner surface area, inside surface area, and volume also. So a dome of a building is in the form of hemisphere. So let's take the hemisphere part, and it's whitewashed. It is whitewashed inside, so it's nothing but curved surface area. We need to take the curved surface area because inside it's washed. So we'll take the curved surface area CAC of hemisphere. It is 2 pi r square. So to find out this 2 CAC, we have 498 rupees, 498.96. So it is for 2 rupees per square meter. So that means 1 square meter, it is 2 rupees. And then we get how many square meters we get for 498.96. This is total rupees. Okay. So let's find out how many square meters we get for this much cost. So that is 498.96 divided by 2. Then we get 249.98. So this is a curved surface area because for 1 square meter we get 2 rupees. So for 2 rupees we get 1 square meter, and for 498.96 we get how many square meters? We need to find out. So let's divide this both. We got 249.98. So this is a curved surface area. Let's substitute in this place. So that is 249.98 is equals to 2 pi r square. So 249.98 is equals to 2 into 22 by 7 into r square. So let's transpose this. So 249.98 into this. When we transpose this, we get 7 by 44 is equals to r square. So r square is equals to, let's simplify this, we get 39.69 is equals to r square. So when we find out the value of r here, the square root of 39.69, approximately we get 6.3. So we need to find out the volume of it. So volume of this hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. So pi r cube. So this is 2 by 3 into pi is 22 by 7 into r cube. R is we know 6.3 whole cube. So 6.3 into 6.3 to 6.3. 3 times we need to multiply. So let's do the simplification of it. And after simplification, we get 523.9 meters cube. So this is the volume of hemisphere. Let's learn one of the theorem. The ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. Let's recall again the ratio of two similar triangles. We have two similar triangles. The ratio of the areas is equals to, so two similar triangles, areas we have taken, and that areas is equals to the square of this corresponding sides. What we have taken, the corresponding sides we have taken and squared it. Areas of two similar triangles is equals to squares of the corresponding sides of those triangles. So let's take the two triangles are two triangles. We have two similar triangles. So let's take ABC, triangle ABC, triangle PQR. These are given. What is given for us? triangle ABC and triangle PQR, and the triangle ABC and triangle PQR, it is similar, not congruent, it's similar to each other. So triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar to each other. So, and to find out, what we need to find out is the ratio of their areas is equals to, that means area of triangle ABC, area of triangle PQR, ratio of their areas. So triangle ABC and triangle PQR we have taken, any names we can take in the place. So triangle ABC and triangle PQR, the ratio of their areas, area is represented in short form AR. So area of triangle ABC, area of triangle PQR, the ratio of their areas is equals to square of their corresponding sides. So their corresponding sides, let's take. So triangle ABC and triangle PQR, corresponding sides are AB and PQ. So the squares of corresponding sides, so AB square by PQ square. So when we take the BC in triangle ABC, BC by QR, squares of corresponding sides, so QR, and AC or CA, CA by PR, CA square by PR square. This we need to prove. So let's take two triangles, triangle ABC, triangle PQR, ABC and PQR. These are two similar triangles. It is given two similar triangles. The corresponding sides are equal, corresponding angles are equal, we know. So in that, let's do some of the construction in that. Construction. Draw perpendicular line from A to BC. Let's name it as AM, and let's draw perpendicular line PN. Perpendicular line we draw, that is 90 degrees. So let's draw AN perpendicular to BC and PN perpendicular to QR we have taken. So construction we have done. So what we can observe, two triangles are similar. So let's find out the area of these two triangles. So area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR. Let's take the ratio of this both. Triangle PQR. Triangle ABC is half into base into height. So half into base is BC, into height is AM, divided by half into base into height, base is QR, into height is PN. So let's take this 2, 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Let's cancel this both. We get BC into AM by QR into PN. So let's take the triangle ABC and triangle PQR. They are similar to each other. In this triangle ABC, in triangle PQR, and this triangle ABC and triangle PQR, we know we have one of the triangle, that is triangle ABM, and triangle PQN, and these two triangles. So one of the angle is 90 degrees, either side also we get 90 degrees. So angle M is equals to angle N